Welcome to the episode of Ask Luka. So we're going to start doing this a lot because I feel it's a great way for me to answer a bunch of questions and our philosophy here at Vigor and my personal opinions on it. All right, so we had a question today about detoxing, how I feel about detoxes and cleanses. And first off, this could be a really long discussion, but first of all, what is a detox and a cleanse? If you asked multiple people across the board, you'd get different answers. There's really like no definition of what it is. Right? What are we detoxing from? From alcohol? We're detoxing from sugars. We're detoxing from other processed foods. Right? And the thing is, we got to remember that all our organs, whether it's skin, whether it's respiratory system, our GI tract, are like basically they detoxify. Like, and remember that you can take in bad things. Like you can eat a cookie, and you're fine. Like we're going to process the sugar. But if you eat 15 cookies in 15 minutes, that may be too much sugar, and you're going to have blood sugar rushes and all these different things. Same thing with anything else, like vitamin B, great, but if you take too much of it, it's not going to be good for you. So, there's this question of what are you even trying to achieve with a detox? And I think that a lot of people go like, well, I'm trying to feel better and get better foods in me. So most of the detoxes that we see now are like juice detoxes, right? So either some type of intermittent fasting and then taking in juices. But here's the thing, like the juices, most time we process the juices, and juices are full of sugar. So now all of a sudden we got all these blood sugar rushes. Also, there's no fiber, which is not good for the digestive tract, right? There's a lack of protein, which is not good, right? And the calories start becoming super low. So on top of that, we got tons of nitrates. So a lot of times when you get headaches, it's not only kind of like, I would say getting off of caffeine. A lot of times it's the nitrates in all these juices that basically dilute blood vessels and give you like huge headaches. When people say, I've got headaches because I'm on a detox, like that's actually part of the solution. See, the issue that I find with it is that it's an extreme. People tend to go on detoxes because they want fast results. But I'll have you consider that like the weight that you lose on a detox is pretty much water. It's emptying out your digestive tract and like glycogen and things like that. You're not losing any real fat, and whether your detox is 7 days or 30 days, and because the calories are so low and you don't have protein and even carbs to support energy, remember, that means that it's very difficult for you to maintain the muscle, especially if you're doing it long term. So the detox tends to become like the quick fix to like, let me get a solution. Let me drop 10 pounds real quickly. Let me drop 5 pounds real quickly. But also what it creates is, I feel, is like these habitual bad habits. Right? I need to get in a swimsuit. Let me do this 30-day detox and lose 10 to 15 pounds. But it's creating this unsustainable like way to eat, right? And it's like, well, after the detox, then I'll get back to stuff. And then we gain the weight back. But we've created this pattern now, detox, stop detoxing, rather than, right, starting to actually have smaller habit changes. And remember, like, how can you start detoxing? Well, if you're eating too much of something, start eating less of it. If you're not eating enough proteins and fibers, bring those up. Eat more veggies. If they can be organic, great. But the thing is like the process of constantly chipping away and changing your nutrition that is lifestyle-based is the solution for not only shorter term, but like long-term results that stick. Because remember, transformation truly happens in the brain. Yes, you see it in the body, but the habits, they are in the brain, like they're ingrained. So if we go on a 7, 14, 30-day detox, only then to realize it's not actually giving us consistent change, what ends up happening? We keep repeating this process, it becomes ingrained in our brain. Oh, when I try to lose weight, I'm just gonna go hardcore, and then I'm gonna go back to normal, or whatever normal was for you before, right? The true change happens in consistently looking at your own nutrition, finding the weak spots and the strategic changes for you that need to happen, and then just building on top of it, right? And really, it is that simple, not easy necessarily, but simple. So I would go ahead and say, like, we do not promote detoxes, cleanses, here at Vigor. And the thing is like, if you want to try it and do it, that's perfectly fine. And you'll see yourself, how you feel. But put it this way, with thousands of examples, long term, it just never is the solution to any of your fat loss, body composition goals. So that's the shortest answer I could give. I could go deeper into this, and I'll probably actually post a link from Precision Nutrition that kind of like supports and fortifies this with science. But I hope that answers your question, and see you in the next episode of Ask Luka.